It started. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Tales of Initiatives, Tales of Misadventure. We are so excited to welcome you to the inaugural episode of Tales of Misadventure. We are so excited to kick this stream off tonight. First of all, we are sponsored by TA Maps. So if you need to get a map to somebody's heart, feel free to go over to TA Maps. You can use our name, Tales of Initiative, as a code to get a certain amount of percentage off. Pew! Okay, this episode is episode 1 of Whistlethicket University, which is run using the Monster Hearts system. To give you an idea of gameplay, there are 4 stats. These are hot, cold, volatile, and dark. And you only use 2d6 during this game. Boop. Players use these 4 stats to roll their d6s and try to shut down, use the abyss to answer questions, turn people on, or even out and out deck people. There's so many skins to choose from, but today we'll be using the Queen, the Infernal, and the Chosen, which can all be found on the Buried Without Ceremony website. There are unique moves each of these skins can use their skills for. One thing to note is that we have adjusted some of the skin technicalities for the purposes of enjoyment of our players. Ash will be using a combination of the Infernal and the Devil, and Charlotte will be using a combination of the Queen with some Infernal sort of flavoring. We like to mix and match here. I'll be the first to say I'll probably get some of the mechanics a little wonky. Just be patient. We're going to go with whatever works for the table. And I recommend checking out the rules if you plan on playing it yourself. Without further ado... Oh god! He said we're all frozen. Why are we frozen? Hang on. Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Are we?
Sorry about that. Oh, yep. One more second. We are having a couple of technical issues. Let me just iron that out real quick, guys. Hey! Are we good? I think we are good to go. I see everybody good. Is everybody else good? I think we're all good. Cool.
Yep. Looks like we're moving.
It looks like we're moving. We are on go. Go team. Thank you so much, technical team. We love our people here. They help us so much. All right. Anyway, so yes, the queen will be having some infernal flavoring, and I am apologizing for probably getting mechanics a little wonky. I go with whatever the table seems to enjoy and makes it a nice, smooth experience. Without further ado, good lord, please pray to all the gods. Here's a warning that the system is basically rated TV mature. So if you're not 18 or older, I suggest finding something else to watch. It won't get bad, but I'm just saying, like, there are some adult themes that do happen. And a trigger warning that we will be embodying a lot of different aspects of a lot of different backgrounds and emotional damage. We've all had discussions about triggers and are all comfortable in this space with each other, but to our audience, if a topic comes up that makes you uncomfortable, we understand, and if you need to take a break, go take a break. It's okay. We love you so much and we appreciate your support. If we're ready to begin, would my lovely little demons introduce themselves and who they are playing, starting with our beautiful Alexi.
Goodness, of course it's me. Hi, I play Soren, who in fact is an infernal. She is blind, and she has a sort of demon that is named Shadow. I also play in Haven Academy, and yeah.
Hell yeah. Madeline.
Here, I was playing a rat, and now I am a queen. So, we're just going on up, baby. I'm playing Charlotte Newberry, the queen. She's a bit like Blair Waldorf, but worse.
We love. Daphne.
I'm Danny. I'm going to be playing Daphne LaRue. She is the chosen one who does not want to be the chosen one.
As it do be. As it do be. And then Ruben, my lovely Ash.
Hi, I'm playing Ash. I am also an infernal. Just kind of like your regular guy with the dark side.
Regular guy with the dark side. Very not regular guy, but it seems like a regular
Very
guy.
not.
It's okay. All right.
We love a bad boy.
We'll
Yep,
be
your local
right
bad boy.
back. Check out this beautiful. All right, welcome back, and welcome to Whistlethicket University. This is a small college on the outskirts of New York City. Not too far from the noise and bustle, but still far enough out there that there's a brilliant smattering of green trees. This type of place is one where you go when you can't afford the big city, or where you can convince your small town parents to send you. The most interesting thing about it is its history. Standing since the mid-1800s, this school has seen a lot. From haunted dormitories to mysterious professors, if it can be strung into a sentence, somebody somewhere has said it. On this particular night, it is the middle of winter break. There's a New Year's Eve party at the local pub, and it's tradition for those who are left behind to kind of get together and have a party. Well, more of a get-together than a party. There's really not enough of them. And of course, partially because of the student discount. This year, as ever, there's a solid group of college students drinking and dancing around the booths or playing pool, breathing the cold night air and promising to be a better next year in whatever possible way they can be. Or worse. As it approaches midnight, the New York City ball drop flashing brightly on one of the screens. Finn, the owner of the place, waves everybody to the bar where flutes of champagne and sparkling cider wait to be picked up. His green eyes are sparkling, his curly red hair falling into his face. His sister Maeve winds her way through the pub, picking up empty glasses, wild pink hair wound up at the top of her head, her own green eyes flashing with energy. She skips over to one of the couches, where an interesting trio of sophomores sit. Extending her hand for an empty cup, and glancing across the gangly-looking boy, the large dark glasses of the girl at his right, and the indifferent-looking redhead. Can I get you some bubbly for midnight, sweets? Ruben, will you describe your character, please?
So, dark skin, kind of grayish blue eyes, covered by these rectangular glasses, tinted green. Always wearing a beanie on his head, but some ringlets of hair coming out the sides. Pretty lanky. Not super tall, about like 5'10". Just kind of more relaxed than he should be, but definitely observant of his surroundings.
Right. Soren, will you describe yourself?
I have really dark skin, big, huge sunglasses, even though it's inside and in a club or a bar, and just she's really laid back, and she has tattoos all over her neck and arms. She's blind, but it's sometimes you'll catch her like tracing them and smiling at some of the constellations that are on her stars. Her hair is long, dark, and straight, and she might be smirking a little bit, mostly because she's leaning on Ash as, he's her best friend. So, yeah. She says, no, just water.
And then, Danny, please describe your character.
Daphne has tan skin, red hair, green eyes, with her hair is long, slightly curly, and it's pulled up halfway into a messy bun with a big blue bow. She's wearing a sweater with a jacket over it with a bunch of pins, and she's sitting pretty straight up. She looks a bit flustered, and she looks at Maeve and just gives her last glass and says, "Yes, please. I'd love some."
You got it, darling. Anything else, Ash? Anything for you?
Yeah, I'll have some and point over to Soren, and I'll take hers too.
I'll take hers too. Meanwhile, at the end of the bar, surrounded by a buzz of people and gossip, Finn slides a round of champagne flutes towards a quartet of beautiful girls, his playful gaze lighting on the perfectly put together girl at the center of it all. You're good for business, Charlotte. Soon we'll have to start paying you commission to sit here.
Very kind of you, but I'm a little busy.
I can tell. Would you mind describing your character?
So, Charlotte is on the taller side. She has these kind of very bright blue eyes, a little like almost unsettling. Everything about her is perfectly put together. Her makeup looks really, really great. Her outfit, um, if you knew like labels or anything, you'd be like, this is a very expensive, nice outfit that you're wearing. She has long, thick, dark brown hair, and it's probably put into kind of like a half up, half down thing at the moment. And she she's having a good time. Like normally she's kind of on edge, but it's kind of her night off. And then the other girls surrounding her are her clique. Would you like descriptions of them?
I would love descriptions of them. They are fielding
So
questions and flirtation from the other patrons at the moment.
okay, so there's three girls with me who are part of my clique. They are Sophia Hernandez, um, Jillian, I have them written down. Jillian
Andrews?
Andrews. Yeah, and then Misha O'Brien. Sophia just has dark curly hair. She's a bit on the shyer side, so she's maybe just standing a little bit closer to me. Um, Jillian is big and tall and has bright, fiery red hair and is just talking up a storm. And then Misha is most likely like my number two. He had like a very cute short blonde bob, and they're all wearing very nice put together clothes in similar of a vein to me.
Okay. Maeve skips off to grab you guys some more drinks. Finn, has is just handing bubbles out to everybody. Uh, Raven is chilling at the other end of the bar, just completely like by herself. Um, just kind of leaning back, watching everybody with this disdainful, like, fucking people look on her face. Her eyeliner is pointed out to her temples just about. It's gorgeous. She's wearing this beautiful, like, kind of lace corset. Get up. She's got these big old chunky boots on her feet. And she kind of walks over, finally, pushing herself out of the bar area. She walks over to Ash and says, "Hey, um, how's it going?"
Oh, just chilling. How are you doing?
Um, I'm okay. I was kind of annoyed listening to the the chatter at the bar. Do you mind if I sit over here with you guys?
I look around at the other two. I don't have a problem with it.
I'm going to scoot closer to Daphne and just kind of look at Ash and just give him a knowing smirk. Like, okay, this is kind of hot.
Daphne shakes her head, visibly flustered because Soren is very near, but trying not to show it.
But
Yeah,
she
she can't
sits
see.
down and like kind of props her feet up on the table, like the little table style thing that's in the middle of this kind of living room setup area. Sort of like a study. There's like books along one side, and it's kind of set up with some nice comfy couches and chairs. Clearly, just the like study corner of the place. Um, Maeve swings around to bring back your drinks, and then she drapes herself across Raven's lap and starts playing with her hair and is like, "So, what's all the new fuss going on today? Anything interesting from the campus?"
Whoa. Okay. Uh, I mean, not much from my sector. I work in a library, so I mean,
Yeah, that sounds kind of boring.
Just glad finals are over.
I hear those suck. Raven kind of like puts a finger to her temple and is like, I had to write like 7 papers last week.
Man, sucks. Mm-hmm. As long as like, you wrote them because, yeah, and I'm just gonna kind of touch my temple. It's like, okay, this is odd.
Would you like to elaborate on what's odd about it?
Sword is just kind of like a little flustered because she can't really see what's going on, but she can like feel more heat towards Raven and Maeve, and she's just like, okay, where the fuck do I go?
Shadow
yeah.
creeps into the back of your head. That seems fun.
Yep. Okay. She just gets up and kind of stumbles a little bit. Door. Yep. Door. And she's going to grab her walking stick and tap everything and make sure she's going straight to the door to get air.
You make it pretty easily. To the door. You've been here quite often. You can kind of tell where everything is, even if you can't see it. Is anybody going to address that she just leapt up off of the sofa?
Yeah, Daphne kind of jumps up too and goes, sorry, I'm gonna check on her, and then like takes off.
Raven looks over at you, Ash, and is like,
Soren gets like that sometimes. I don't know what's up. But like, what are you doing for school?
I'm a psychology major. We have a bunch of classes together.
Right. You're right. I tend to not pay attention in class most of the time.
You sit in like the back left corner, and I sit in the back right corner. We both kind of just try not to be seen.
That makes a lot of sense. You
Yeah.
Not to be stereotypical, but you seem the brooding type.
Patriarchy. You're not wrong. It's fine. Maeve kind of like does this beautiful little tinkly bell of a laugh and kind of just like pinches Raven's nose a little bit. You're so cute when you get all flustered like that. She hops up to go and finish her rounds. And we will hop to the outside of the pub where Soren has just burst through the door to get some air, like gasping.
Can you not be horny in a bar, please? That would be amazing. Just,
Can't help it. There's so many people there, and they're all just so hot.
nope. You know what? How about you just like go away for like a few minutes? Just go do something to, satisfy that. Please, just go.
Oh, but that Daphne girl,
No, stop it.
I'm
right
just,
there.
Just saying, like, you're thinking it too.
Shadow.
You need
Can
me
we
to
not-
describe what she looks like right now?
Shadow, stop it,
I
please.
can.
Just stop.
I can. Do you want to make a roll to try and get him to go away?
Yes.
If you would, please roll for me.
Okay.
Keeping cool.
Cool. Great. I have a -1 for that. Okay, I rolled a 5. So yeah.
Love you, dear. You're wonderful. A 5 is a failure. So, here's what we are going to do. You are kind of trying to reach into yourself and just like push this dark force out of your brain. But you've let him in too much. You can feel it extend like cold fingers down your bones. And suddenly, you kind of can't feel your hands anymore. But they're doing things.
Oh my god.
They're just, like touching the brick of the outside, whacking the wall with your cane. You're very aware of yourself. And you can move the rest of your body, but your hands are just kind of like, I'm gonna do my own thing right now.
Oh my god.
Daphne, would you like to describe yourself hopping outside at this moment?
I think like she kind of stops at the door and just like, it's cool, be cool, and then opens the door, and sees Soren like talking to herself and kind of hangs back before saying, Soren, are you okay? You kind of left really quickly.
No. Right. Uh-huh. Right. I'm good. Yep, totally good. And I would take like a few steps back.
You see Soren's hands like go up to her hair and just start kind of like playing with it, zhuzhing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem kind of I don't know, flustered.
Oh, me flustered. What can
Her
I be
hand
flustered
comes
about?
up and like kind of gestures you over a little bit, like, come here.
Oh my god. I may be drunk just a little bit, so don't mind me. I'm gonna go home. So if you don't mind, I'll tell Ash that I stole his bus card again. Yep,
Oh.
and I'm going to start walking away.
Daphne, you are aware that Soren does not currently have a bus card on her. Ash's bus card is still in Ash's pocket at the moment.
I kind of jog up to her and like kind of just put a hand on her shoulder. Soren, Ash's card is in his pocket. You don't have a card. Why don't you just come back with me and we can sit down? I'll get you some water.
Her hand snakes around your arm. Just kind of like holds on.
Yeah, and Daphne is like bright red, but she's like, let's just let's head back. She doesn't push her off her.
Do we have to? You know, I like staying out here very much. And I'm going to try to pull my hand away and just sing, "Oh my god, let go right now."
I will say you can roll dark.
Okay. Awesome. Rolling dark. Two ones plus a 1, so that's 3.
No.
I can see how tonight is gonna go. I'm apologizing right now for you guys. It's gonna be very interesting. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This
no.
is fine.
Yep, nope. Nope. Your other hand actually like goes to entwine with your own fingers around Daphne's arm, just kind of like holding on a little bit more. He's not doing anything bad. He's just severely embarrassing you by holding on to this very pretty girl.
My God. Okay. Um, can I use a bargain?
Will you read for me what the bargain does?
You can ask the dark power for something that you really, really want. The MC will attach a price to the thing you want and hint at an undesired twist in its nature. If you pay the price, you'll get what you're after.
So, you can, but the price will be punching Daphne in the face.
No. Oh my God.
So, you can either continue just hanging off of her arm, or you can like punch her.
Shit, talking mushrooms. Okay. Um. Okay. Thorn's just going to like hang her head just a little bit and just say, "Okay. Um. Can you do me a favor again? Can you bring Ash over here, please?"
Um, sure. And Daphne kind of like touches the hand on her arm and like gives it a rub before she kind of makes sure Soren is steady and then heads back inside.
The fingers kind of like linger just on the inside of your elbow as you like go to pull away, and it's just very like, And then you
Yep.
head off towards the front door. We will, while this is happening, Charlotte, how is your talking at the bar going?
It is. I'd say it's going pretty well for us. This is like a night off. We're
Mm-hmm.
here to have fun. I do think my goal tonight is to get Sophia to come out of her shell and to get her like I guess like talking with like a guy that's in her social caliber, not one of these people, but someone proper for her. So I'm kind of helping her out doing that right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said Sophia?
Yes, Sophia.
Okay,
She's
Sophia
the
has
shy one.
she's got her phone out, and it's on the bar top, like in front of both of you, and um Linder is open, and you're kind of just going across it like, no, not that one. Like, do you see that look on his face? You know, like you're going through
Yeah.
all of these.
Mhm.
And she's just
Exactly.
kind of like holding her face a little bit in her hands, like, I don't do I really need to do this? Is this really a thing I need to do right now? I feel like I need to focus on
Listen,
school.
first of all, we're at a fucking bar. You don't focus on school here. Second, do you I just I just want you to live a little, you know? You're very school and brain oriented and that's nice, but don't you think that you deserve someone to pay attention to you and worship you and be at your feet?
I pay attention to you and you pay attention to me, and that's just enough for me. I'm happy to just help you get to places where you want to be.
Very nice, but do you want me to be your thing? Because I can guarantee you that's not going to happen.
No, no,
We need
no.
to
She
find.
flushes like bright red.
Okay.
Just like it's fulfilling. It's all.
What are you so afraid of?
Uh, would you like to? Let's see. Let's roll cool. Let's roll cool.
I got a 8.
Okay, very nice. She kind of looks up at you. I mean, I don't know. I just haven't thought about it before. You know, all I can think about is that I want to be the next president. And
I
how to get
chose
there.
you for a reason. I chose you for a reason. I saw all of this potential just bubbling up within you. And I can promise you that if I didn't think you were worthy, you would not be here with me wearing what you're wearing now, with all of that money in your bank account and your parents doing well. I can guarantee you that if I didn't believe in you, you would be fucked.
I know.
You
I
have
would.
power, go use it.
So you kind of like takes deep breath, looks at the phone. So if it's just a dog in the picture, should I swipe left or right? Like, it's a really cute dog.
Are they in the picture with the dog?
You can kind of see their hand.
No,
Right there.
you slide. No, you're not dating the dog. You're dating them.
I guess that's fair, but it's a really cute dog, though.
I need you to swipe fucking left right now.
Okay. Swipes left.
Thank you.
Kind of
Now
goes
look at
this way.
guy. Look, he looks nice. He looks perfect for you. Look at that smile. So warm, so welcoming. You deserve something like that.
Okay. Scrolls down to like the bio area, and it's all written in like, he's like, really, NFTs are my life. But I'm really looking
Okay,
for
well,
somebody.
we're gonna go left. We're gonna go left. You deserve better than that.
I'm so confused.
No.
What's an
Listen.
NFT?
You know what? We're gonna put that away. Look at all the people in this bar. So many wonderful people. Is there like a check to see if there's any like, I don't know, I guess guys that are within our caliber around here?
I would say that you can roll. Do, 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 do. Actually, I will have you roll dark to kind of like gaze
Ooh.
into the abyss, sort of. Not quite, but sort of.
Okie dokie. Funky fresh. Let's go.
You're kind of using
That
your
is
demon-y shit to kind of look
2.
around. Oh
That's
no!
a 2.
So you look up and you're in the middle of saying this. You're like, oh, okay, well, we're just gonna put this away. We're gonna stop. We're not gonna look at that right now. So look at the people that are around us right now. And then you look up and it's Ash, who is kind of splayed out on the sofa in the corner, looking very average and very cute. And you just kind of get a little distracted. Like, man, he could be so much better than he is right now. Why is he doing that? Why is he sitting that way? And you kind of lose track of your sentence.
I have zoned out. I'm just fixing him in my head.
If we just took the beanie off and we put, something else there. I don't know. Like, he's got nice hair. I can't.
Potential.
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Sophia kind of like notices you zone out and is like, are you gonna finish this sentence? Who's
What?
don't-
No.
is it Ash? Should I go
You
and
know-
like should I go talk to Ash?
No, don't talk. Don't talk to Ash. You know what? We are above this place. We don't need the people here. They need us. They don't need us here. They need... Yeah, so put the phone away. Delete that stupid dating app. You don't need it. I would prefer you to find someone in person. Obviously tonight's a bust. So what you're going to do is your bettering assignment for this week is to just, I'm not asking much, but just get the phone number of someone in the class, someone who you see on public transit, just so you have them on retainer.
Okay. So she goes into her
You will be
phone,
rewarded, I promise.
deletes the app, and writes down. She's got this like notification system to help with the homework that you give them, and she writes down into it like, get somebody's number in a class or public transit.
There
Like,
we go.
and now
And
it
you
shows
know-
up as a
And
task
you know
for
what? No
her.
restriction.
It shows up as a task for her in this like little app that you guys have, where you can kind of like set tasks for them.
Yeah.
It's great.
Sell this. Market this. No, and I look at her and I go, just for this is practice. You can choose anyone that your heart calls to, okay? But whatever person you put into your phone, they are not the permanent solution. They are just for practice.
Not the permanent solution, just for practice. Okay. And we will scoot back over to Daphne. You are running back into the place to grab Ash.
Yeah, I'll make a beeline over there. Ash, hey, Soren's acting weird. She asked for you. She's standing outside.
Like weird, or like normal weird?
Like weird. She was thought she had your bus card and was like walking away to the bus stop, but she didn't have her bus card.
Check my pocket, pull out a bus card. Oh, yeah. Let me. Do you want to take it to her? No, she asked for me to,
She asked
right?
for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So- yeah.
I turn to Raven. Excuse me for a second, I guess.
What you gotta do, man? It's quieter over here at least.
I slide Soren's champagne flute over in front of Raven, and then stride out.
Alright. There you go. You pretty easily make it back out into the street where Soren is. Soren, would you like to kind of describe what you look like right now as you're kind of trying to battle Shadow for control of your body and failing? Oh, you're muted, baby. Good
My
job.
bad. Basically, right now, she has given up just a little bit and she's just sitting on the floor with her walking stick in her hand and just staring at the floor and just saying, "Oh my god, you are such a dick. What the fuck? Oh my god, why? You, you know she does not like me like that. What the Oh, okay. Breathing and breathing.
You're the one who asked me to be here. I'm just vibing. Your fingers are kind of playing with your hair and like braiding it a little bit.
Right. I asked you to be here. I asked you to be my eyes, not my dating wingman person.
Well, my eyes see that it's snowing. It's actually really nice out here right now. Like, it's really cold. It's nice. So it's snowing. You kind of have a lot of snow catching in your hair. It's kind of a look. Yeah. Oh, also, just a heads up, Ash is gonna be here like right now.
My Papa's squat right next to her. So, what's up, kid?
She
I'm
flips you
just
off.
gonna like. I'm
Fair.
just gonna like lean on him and put my head on his shoulder.
You feel the hands slide into your elbow. Just a little.
You good?
Just want to go home. So I
Alright.
almost kissed Daphne.
Why not? It's a party after all.
She starts
Mm,
playing with
just-
the like hoodie string. Like
Can I?
string.
I'm a little drunk right now. Can I please just have the card?
How about we get a car or something?
No, it's okay. I think I would like to walk to the bus, get on the bus, have somebody tell me where my stop is, and then them help me up, and then I have to like grab my keys and then try to unlock the door, then lock it again, then go back to my room and cry.
Cry.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry for adding all college students ever with that statement.
Right. Right. And then cry. Like I turn and give a little glance to Daphne, who's probably standing right there.
She's like back by the door, but yeah.
Probably hearing all of this. Well, like I reach inside my jacket or my hoodie pocket, and like grab her hand from like around my arm, and just kind of press the card into her hand. And it's like, well, card, are you sure? Can at least send an escort?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit weird. I don't know if an escort will be good right now. Yeah.
I mean, I asked Daphne, like, is this just like you weird or just weird?
Me?
No, I asked, like, saying that I had asked you, but now I'm asking Soren.
I had asked
I mean-
them in that moment, and they asked me, and I asked them what I asked you last time.
Right, exactly.
I have
You
to
sure
give
you're
you a
good?
straight answer. Just give me the fucking card.
Just kind of lift you up onto your feet.
And just like stand up and then like kind of lean my head against him and just kind of like take a deep breath. Okay. Pray I don't get hit by a car. I just walk off.
So you're walking away, and this card is in your fingers, right? So what had happened was
God.
you hear Shadow in the back of your head, and he just goes, "Oops."
Oh no, what did you do?
The card slips out of your fingers, and almost supernaturally slides down the road on some ice right into a drain. Did I do that? Was that me? I'm sorry.
What did you do?
Don't worry about it.
Do I have the card?
I don't know, do you?
I can't feel my hands and I can't see. Can you just please tell me?
I will say, Ash, you saw that happen. You did too, Daphne. You both kind of saw her start to walk away, and the beautiful, like, just silhouette of long hair fluttering in the snowy breeze, and then the card just kind of like almost like dropping and floating away and just sliding across the road of its own free will.
Oh, that was your card.
Oh shit,
I'm
there's
gonna.
like $20 on that card, man.
That was the last one I had. I'm actually going to like jog over to Soren before she makes it to the street. Grab her by the waist and pull her back towards the like building facing. And just like steady her there, and it's like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just a rag doll right now. I'm just like limp, just like giving up.
Daphne, do you go and kind of like glance over there? Like,
Yeah.
do you also kind of leap forward whenever Ash leaps forward?
Yeah, I think she would have
Okay.
like made her way over here. Kind of let Ash take control, but be there.
Yeah. So you go to like, you kind of like start forward because you're thinking about doing kind of the same thing. And you just watch as Ash scoops Soren up, just like in the most dramatic kind of like arms around the stomach, like scoops her up and kind of like pushes her against a wall to steady her. But to you, all you see is like the curly hair kind of fluttering around and the long hair kind of fluttering around and them being really, really close up against a building.
Hot.
How does it make you feel?
Flustered. Very. Daphne just like averts her eyes, is just trying not to notice, like play off like she just didn't see anything.
Ash, it's about this time that you're like, oh my god, what are you doing? And Soren is a ragdoll, and then you notice Daphne's like right there looking hella awkward.
I'm gonna just glance out of the side of my glasses. You know, everything has a nice green haze to it. I like the color. It's kind of feels nice to me. I'm gonna clock her seeing this, and then I'm gonna look back at Soren's eyes. Like, granted, she still has her sunglasses on, and I am actually going to use one of my strings to invoke inescapable.
Oh shit! So, darlings out there in the audience, strings are kind of like heartstrings. They're kind of like the threads that bind a group together. And one of the things that you get in this game is strings on people that you have some kind of pull on. And Ash, you are using a string to invoke inescapable. Please tell me what that does.
Inescapable. You may spend a string on somebody to demand that they remain in your presence. If they still walk out on you, you gain 2 strings on them.
Alright, are you using this on Daphne or on Soren?
On Soren.
Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay.
And I say, listen, I don't know what's going on. Like, that was my last card. I don't know what's gotten into you. But we're gonna go back inside, and we're gonna have a good time.
Okay. Shadow in the back of your head, Thorin, is like, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Also, just because I'm here to tell you what you can see and what you can't, Daphne's watching right now, and it really looks a lot like you and Ash are just like making out over here, having a moment. What would you like to do, Soren? Would you like to try and escape and run away, or would you like to just go along with what Ash has said?
Okay. Oh, goodness me. What do I want to do? Okay, you know what? Since Soren's just a ragdoll now, she's just gonna be like, okay, I guess. If I have to. Okay. Just like, kind of there. Just like,
Oh,
just, I don't
goody.
Yeah.
In the back of your head.
Great. Have fun. Woo.
Your arm in this moment, you don't feel it raise, but like it does. There's like a little fist pump that happens. I will say you do manage to kind of like herd Soren back into the place. Raven kind of looks up when you guys walk in the door like, do I want to ask? I feel like I shouldn't even ask.
She's having a moment.
I think as they're coming back, Daphne kind of goes back inside and goes to the bar to order like a couple of waters. Sees Charlotte and is just like, you.
Say that verbally?
Mark.
No, but it's definitely all over her face.
Okay. Misha is chilling right next to you where you kind of like walked up and like gets the vibe and looks up. Oh my god. What are you doing? Get the fuck away.
I'm ordering a water and there's not too many places to do that, so
Wow, a water?
why don't you leave me alone?
What?
I just like try to wave him down faster.
Do I
Like, guys,
see
fucking
Misha
annoying.
doing this?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and kind of tap Misha on the shoulder and be like, easy girl. And I
can't
kind of like
help
give
it.
Ricky like,
Oh.
no, just
Do you want
don't waste your
to...
time.
You said you give her a kiss on the cheek?
Oh no, I just tap her. I
Okay.
just like tap her shoulder. Mhm. I mean, I can if you want.
Oh, you can if you want. I don't know. I was just curious because that's what it sounded like.
No, I did not. I did not give her a little kiss.
Okay. So she kind of like curls her fingers around her champagne flute and like, sorry, I just don't like the vibe that she has towards you.
I know, but she can't help it.
Tragic.
I am right here. Thanks.
Misha, you can go flutter off if you want. I'd love to talk to Daphne alone.
You got it. She hops up. And by hops up, I mean she like slinks out of the chair because she's super fucking hot. So she just kind of like very elegantly slides out of the chair and walks off to go talk to Finn at the other end of the bar. Maeve does have a couple of waters coming, by the way.
I take what was Daphne's water. And I slide in next to her.
Can I help you?
How are you doing this evening?
You know, fine. Better before now. You.
Interesting, to say the least. Just letting you know that Sophia, I'm thinking about relinquishing her. I don't know.
Relinquishing her. What does
I don't
that
know if
mean?
she's ready to be part of the inner circle quite yet.
And that has to do with me, how?
I'd love it if you could take her spot. I know we've talked about this before, but come on, Daphne.
And you want me to go simpering after you like all the rest of your little clique?
Not simpering, Christ, no. It's more of a betterment than anything else. Like, you're fucking hot. And you spend all of your time not chasing your potential. It's really just... It's heartbreaking, to say the least.
When she gets called hot, she definitely gets flustered.
Love it.
I know my potential, and I don't want it.
Mood.
I think you do. One day it's going to. I don't know. I can't wait till you snap. It's gonna be a fun day.
I don't know if I'm gonna snap for you, though.
Oh!
Babe, I will break you over my thigh.
Oh! Do you want to roll to turn her on?
Yeah.
That was
I don't know if
hot.
not to roll.
That was fucking hot. I'm sorry. That was hot.
Oh my god, okay.
Gay panic. Holy shit, gay
Roll
panic.
with hot. Okay.
Dude, for real.
Purple and pink. I'll roll with my pink dice. Because pink is,
Pink is good.
Yeah, okay. So that is a 9.
Oh, holy shit.
Holy mushroom.
So, Daphne, you can either give her a string or choose one of the following reactions. I give myself to you, whatever way that means for you. I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward. Pick either string or one of those.
You know what? I'm gonna give her a string for that.
Oh shit! So you will take a string on Daphne.
Okay.
You can sense that when you said that, there was something there.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a moment where you were looking into her eyes and you saw kind of like a moment of hot, panic, don't know. But she doesn't say anything about it. But you sense that you have some kind of sway there now.
Okay. I kind of catch that and I lean in. If there's any hair out of place, I tuck it. And I go, I'm gonna lean in. Babe, you know as much as I do, one day or another you're going to be mine.
In your dreams.
Oh my god, do you want to try and roll a shutter down?
Yeah.
Oh my god, do it! Oh. Now I'm sweating. Whiplash.
It's so toasty.
In my collar.
That's also a 9.
Oh my god! Okay, so you 9, choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return. Okay, so, Daphne, choose one of these. They lose a string on you. If they have strings on you, you can gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you take one forward to act in some way now. This
sorry,
is
can you repeat that?
Daphne's side.
Oh wait, no, I got it. Um, can you give her condition?
Yeah. What do you want to give her?
Turned on.
Oh my god! Shut someone down. Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna make note of that, and then we are going to say, it's but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return. So,
Okay.
what condition would you like to give Daphne in return?
Feel yearning.
Yearning?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got you. Okay. Got you.
Hopeless fucking yearning. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We're write those down because those will not go away until you do something that directly makes that not exist anymore. So, for instance, if you were a social outcast, you will do something that makes you popular that a lot of people like. So, in this instance, yearning and being turned on, I'm sure you'll find a way. Either that or you just won't, and it'll be fine, and it'll be a mood. Okay, so what happens is Daphne says this and it cuts. It's like really fucking sharp, and you weren't expecting it. And you kind of like taken it back, but also like, oh my god, nobody ever talks back to me like that. Like, nobody ever has the balls to just give my own shit back to me. And you're like, it gets you a little flustered. Gets you a little flustered. In juxtaposition, Daphne, her leaning in like that, tucking your hair behind your ear, you know, you said the words, but there's a little bit of you that once the fingers kind of like make contact with your hair, that's just like, but I kind of want that, you know, like I want to be what she said, like I want to be that person. Now we'll also say everybody else at the bar saw this moment, and Maeve kind of stops and is like dropping off waters and shit and champagne flutes, and she stops. She looks over at you and she's like, that was cold. Like, I'm gonna need you to tone that shit down. I don't want that energy here.
Yep. Sorry, Maeve.
And with that, we will fade into the night. The ball drops. Everybody cheers. There's drinking. Bunch of people kiss random people. Like Maeve kisses Raven. Finn kisses Misha. Just all these things. Is there anybody that you guys would like to kiss at midnight, or are we all awkwardly avoiding
No one. I kiss no one.
it? Okay. Anybody else? It doesn't have to
I
be like
would-
a kiss either, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think Soren would kiss Ash on the cheek.
Oh,
I'd kiss her back on the forehead.
so
Yeah.
cute! Get out of here, get out of my life!
Yep.
I like the juxtaposition of fuck you too, hot. And smooch, smooch.
I think Daphne musters up some courage and like gives them a group hug, and Soren and Ash a group hug and kisses them both on the cheek.
No, the whole kiss.
Oh, okay, yep. So Soren is bright ass red. Bright ass red.
I love it. Oh my god. In the back of your head, Soren Shadow is just like See, I told you it would get interesting.
Shut up.
And
I'm just smiling.
we pan out, and everybody's kind of just having a good time. And a little later this evening, pull up my notes real quick. A little later this evening, most of the people have filed out because it's in the wee hours of the morning. But our core cast remains sitting around the fire pit that is on the roof of the building. So you go kind of up some really narrow stairs to the side, and once you get out onto the roof, there's the sign that says O'Flaherty's on the front, and it's lit up, and there's a bunch of chairs around a fire pit that are sitting kind of right behind it. And you can kind of see New York in the distance, like New York City in the distance. But mostly you can see the trees and your campus and like the little clock tower that's in the center of town. It's very, very lovely, especially in the middle of the night, when all the stars are out, because the snow has stopped. And it's just peaceful and wonderful. I will say, you guys are sitting around this fire pit. May and Finn have posted up on a couple of stools. They're clinking glasses because they're off work at this point. They're just chilling with everybody. So they have their own glasses of the alcohols. And they are singing raucously an Irish drinking song. Like, you just hear Maeve, like, oh, the rattling bug, the flea and the dog and the dog and the cat on the tree and the horse and the blah, 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 you know. And it just goes on. And there's Dr. Wren at this point, because he was there. He was just kind of tucked back into a corner, reading a book, basically the whole time. He basically never leaves campus. He kind of just is a forever institution at this place. He's sitting cross-legged on the ground. He's got his hands stuck out towards the fire. The lights are flickering around Raven's silhouette as she sits on the brick edge of the balcony. One thick-soled, black-booted leg kind of extended across the cold cement. Chad, bless Chad and his muscled, lanky body. It is draped over a patio porch swing. He's got a gluten-free beer in one hand, and the other is kind of supporting his head, and he's just kind of watching everybody and like vibing. May's face flushed and red with cold and drink, out of breath as she finishes with a grand gesture, and she laughs into the night air. Finn claps, unfolds, and goes to stoke the fire. You know, a lot of these songs are based in real stories from our ancestors. Some of them as recent as 100 years ago.
Oh? What's the most recent one, you know?
You know, May nods. She pops up from her chair to offer some refills. Goes over to like a cooler where there's a bunch of stuff. Refills drinks with water, with alcohol, whatever. She says, Gran told us a particularly interesting one about the old mansion in the woods over there, if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Raven looks up curiously. She has not been paying at all any attention until this moment. I'm down. And Dr. Wren's eyes widen, and he's like, Rad, another take on Whistlethicket Manor? Let's go. And Whistlethicket Manor, everybody knows, is the old Victorian-style home that sits empty in the forest. Nobody really goes near it, but you've heard a lot of stories about it. Like, there's mysterious wailing in the middle of the night, ghost-like large-eyed children appear in the windows, flowers that trap your soul to the land, herbs that can fix any ailment you have. It's kind of like the rest of town, where it's filled with stories. It's about as ancient as Whistlethicket gets. Charlotte, you probably know a little bit more than most of the people. because the sophomores they've gotten into the swing of college, and now they're getting into the swing of existing as humans in this town. But Charlotte, you do know, like, you've heard all kinds of stories about the place, and like a lot of them are ridiculous, but a lot of them you're like, actually, I do know that there's demons that do that, or that there's fairies that do that. So you're like, sketchy. So you've never been.
Oh, it's dirty.
All right. Strap in, kids. This is going to be a wild ride. Maeve grabs her blanket and folds it around herself as she sits down back on her stool. She leans forward. All right. Gran always said that every family who ever lived there either disappeared or died. Nobody ever did anything about it. Everybody knows that bit, though. What you might not know is the original owner was Lady Whistlethicket her own self. The mister was none too happy with her and disappeared after finding her with one of the maids. There's rumors that he had been seeking help from the St. Mary's Church down the way, saying that his wife was in need of spiritual help. She had been displaying signs of devil worship and witchery. Honestly, the woman was just tired of hiding that she was gay. But you know, a different time, if a woman so much as sneezed the wrong way, she'd be hanged as a witch. Anywho, supposedly he just up and left. He told somebody of him finding her with a girl. She had no problem hiding away, being proclaimed a witch. None at all. Lord knows she had enough money for everyone to overlook her. What's real weird is that one of her children, I think it was Maisie was her name, had told her teacher that she spoke to her dad every night. She described him as being dressed in a suit, with the blood covering his whole back. Don't ask Gran how she knew this. She would never tell. Finn grins a little and sips his drink. Was it his back, or was it his head? She always did go back and forth. Maeve reaches out from under her blanket and smacks him. Shut the fuck up! You're ruining it! Anyway... So I guess the school teacher had gone to investigate, because she was real concerned for the kids. She went over at night, since the kids had said he only came to see them at night, but nobody ever heard back from her either, because she never came back. The kids were pulled out of the schoolhouse the same week to be homeschooled. And in that year, there was a fire, took the lives of everyone in the house. Supposedly, it was a kitchen fire gone awry. But Gran always said that the school teacher's lover went, and he set fire to the place. He never got over the idea that she disappeared there. Said she came to him in his dreams, told him she'd been murdered by Lady Whistlethicket. Every family that's lived there since then, something terrible's happened to them. It's been empty for at least 15 years now. I remember the last family was the Joneses. They were going to remodel the place or sell or something. May's eyes scrunches as she thinks. Finn speaks up in her moment of pause. They were remodeling the place, had a kid too. Said that once there were voices in the walls or something. At any rate, they were all found dead asleep in their beds. Papers said it was a gas leak. Maeve nods and raises her glass. To the dead, rest in peace. I can use words, I swear.
It's okay, May. You're a little sauced.
A little bit. Oh, you know. So pour one out.
Us.
Pour one out for the dead.
I think Daphne is like making a mental note of all of these things and like what could be there.
Yeah, Daphne, you're definitely
Do something about this. I don't want to.
Exactly. That's what's going on in your head right now. You're like, does this mean that? Why does it always follow me? I can't get a break. Does anybody else have any immediate responses to this story?
Yeah, I'll say like, so you're telling me that they named this place after a woman who went crazy and murdered people?
Charlotte. You know that it is in fact named after Mr. Whistlethicket, not Mrs. Whistlethicket.
Say in response, like, no, it's named after the husband, not the wife.
Why? He didn't do anything.
I don't know. Because it's a patriarchy. God.
Right, right.
He was very rich and philanthropic and donated a lot of money to help get the school on its feet. There is, in fact, a Whistlethicket grant of opportunity or whatever the fuck that kids can apply for and get like at least their first year covered. It's pretty dope, actually.
Not bad. Would have been
Yeah.
cooler if it was named after her.
I kind of want to go see this gay ghost.
Shadow in the back of your head. You would, wouldn't you?
Shut up. I mean,
Nobody said it.
Did you say that out loud?
Yep.
Everybody looks over like,
What? Nobody said anything.
cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sláinte.
Chad speaks up, leans over with his gluten-free beer. Freaking hate this guy. I hate him so much. He's so cute though. He's all like beautiful. He says, dude, nobody's ever been able to stay in that house all night. Jason said some freshman shit his pants running out of the place literally last homecoming.
Is there like a bet for this?
Oh yeah, man. Jason, Brad, and me, we all stayed in there almost the whole night one time. Some weird ass shit was going on. Like, it's the Whistlethicket Manor Challenge. You ever done the Whistlethicket Manor Challenge, Princess? He kind of looks over at Charlotte with a little wink and like a little like,
First of all, I know you made that up on the spot because I've been here long enough and I don't know, maybe it's for the common folk, it's not for me.
valid.
Wrecked.
Ragged.
Damn.
Emotional damage.
Damage.
Daphne is just rolling her eyes again, like, oh, bitch.
But in the same moment, Daphne's also like, oh man, that was beautiful. Because you don't like Chad either.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man. And I mean, it's kind of sick that it's like a woman that's running it all. Like, it's real woke.
Right. You know what? Okay, I'm getting up and I kind of stumble a little bit. I'm going there right now.
I think Daphne gets up to study her. Do you think we should go there right now? We're all drunk.
You're drunk. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna turn the wrong way and walk.
You turn the wrong way. Oh my god, which ends up with you like walking towards the edge of the building.
I just like put my arm around her waist like Ash did earlier and just like pick her up and turn her around this way.
Weirdly, Soren, you can't feel your nose or your lips, but that's mostly because of the cold and like the drinking. Like they feel like buzzy. But you can feel your hands at this point.
Oh, yeah. I can't see them, but I know yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep walking.
So
Whichever way she put me at.
She's gonna break her neck.
Ash, are you gonna come help me with her?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like that challenge thing does sound pretty fun. Tell me the truth, Chad. Was Brad the one that shit himself?
Chad laughs and he was like literally kind of like he's drunk, but he like swung sort of to try and stand up to keep Soren from falling over the edge of the roof because he's like he's a good dude. He just is awful to look at as a human being. Um, and he like is mid like trying to get his balance, and he looks over and he's like, "Bruh, I will not confirm or deny, but I definitely check to see if it's true and let me know, man, because I think it's dope."
Brad is the one that did it. I called it.
Gotta
No.
be Brad. Gotta
Yep.
be Brad.
Yep. Because Brad rhymes with poo. And I'm keep watching.
What? You're drunk.
I stand up and I go, I could do it.
Oh, is this not beneath you anymore?
I never said it was beneath me. I just think you couldn't do it.
I can do it.
Really? You can? All of a sudden?
I That sounds like a proper challenge from the princess.
It does. Alright. Alright, why don't we go? Right now.
Now? You'll keep
Right
me
now.
warm at night and everything?
Ooh, spicy.
Toasty.
Actually, it's Daphne just turns very red and just starts hurting Soren away.
We're going there, right? You're not
No.
just taking me home.
Yeah, we're going. Don't worry, Soren. We're
Called
going.
it. Yeah. Blind girl 1. Everybody else 3. I mean 0.
I mean, 0.
I'm gonna grab a water bottle on the way out and hand it to her.
100%.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little aside to Finn and be like, hey, can I get a bottle of wine to go?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Anything in the little area over there, like right above the stairs.
Ooh.
Anything for my buds. But
And I just pick up a nice little, I don't know, probably got like a Zinfandel or something in there.
a nice little Zinfandel that could
A
have
nice
been
little Zinfandel.
$3 at the corner store for a double bottle.
Gas station wine. Let's go.
He does before you duck down the stairs. Soren and Daphne are already like kind of like in the stairwell, like trying to like navigate going down the stairs because Soren is in front. So it's fun. And Shadow's being of no use whatsoever. And then Charlotte, you kind of like picked up your little bag and you kind of started walking that way. And Ash, Finn kind of like looks up at you and like kind of grabs your arm and sobers for a second. Be careful. The dead don't like a snoop. And then lets you go.
You got it.
All right. You hop down to the very cold, cold streets of a 2-ish, 3-ish in the morning Whistlethicket. You all kind of know how to get there because you know where it is. Everybody just avoids it. and you kind of get to the point where you are in the forest. Mana. You get to the point where you're in the forest. Musical cue. And the wind is howling, and you're all walking, and you're all kind of drunk, so it's like not steps in front of each other, not going very well. Is there anything that you guys would like to do, say, taunt, tease in the forest on your way there?
100%.
Same.
I yield the floor.
I start walking like a little bit behind everybody, and just out of nowhere, I'm like, Soren, look out!
Oh, you dick. Oh,
and and I bring up the story about Soren walking through this fairy landscape and just walking straight off the bridge into the little like water feature we have.
The little river that's like also haunted.
Yeah.
my god. So she basically like, what's going on? Very drunkenly, and kind of like falls to the floor.
Eats complete shit. Just completely biffs it. Just knees on the ground in the snow.
I pat her on the head. Don't fall into the river.
Look,
You
I just
fucking.
I think Daphne leans down and just like puts her arms, like Soren's arms around her neck and like picks her up into a piggyback. Just let's go over.
I'm just gonna kind of lean there and then take my walking stick and turn it into a whacking stick and just beat the shit out of Ash.
Weirdly knows exactly where Ash is because Shadow in the back of your brain is not helpful in most times, but he's like, oh hell yeah, like physical violence.
This man, beat this person.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
There's like, instead of the weird icky like cold feeling inside of your fingers, it's just like you kind of feel like there's a hand holding your hand, helping you whack the stick. And it brings you back to like when you made the pact in the first place and you were like, oh sweet, you know, like
Yeah.
this is helpful. I love this man. It's great.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just like drunkenly like, thank you, Shadow. I love you so much.
Shadow, I love you too.
And I'm just gonna kind of like lean on Daphne, and since I am drunk at this moment, I would like to turn her on.
Ooh, okay. Alright, so my first question is, what does it look like? Like, do you just kind of flomp into her, or are you like wrapping her arms around her, or give her a kiss on the back of the head, or like just kind of like generally what's happening cinematically?
So, as like she has like Soren in a piggyback, Soren's just gonna kind of like rub her hands like over her collarbone, and then just sort of just slowly wrapping her arms around her shoulders, then leaning her head to the side and like kind of like nuzzling her face against her cheek, and just kind of like whispers, "Thank you. You're
It's
amazing.
drunk.
I hope you know
It's
that."
cute.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
I think it definitely stumbles and is just like bright red at this point.
Okay.
Like, you're welcome.
Roll to turn her on. That is plus hot.
Was hot. I think
Was
that's like
hot.
-1. Was hot.
Why do people do this? It is a constant player like syndrome to roll for things that you are not good at.
Yep.
Alright.
So I rolled 2 6s -1. So that's an 11.
Oh my god.
You got an 11?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god, that is like just unparamounted.
Unmitigated. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
Yeah.
Hates this. Charlotte hates everything
yes,
that's happening.
Charlotte. Charlotte is so fucking jealous right now. It's awful. Okay, on a 10 and up, gain a string on them. So you get a string. Make sure you write that down, Soren.
Got it.
And Daphne, you choose a reaction from below. I give myself to you. I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward.
Um, I think I give myself to you. I think Daphne definitely leans into it and is just like, yeah, anytime, Soren. And just like rubs her hands on Daphne's chest.
Warm and fuzzy and disgusting. Fucking
Toasty.
gay!
Toasty gay.
Toasty gays! We got the toasty gays. So, dearest Charlotte, Ash, you're kind of like, man, okay. So Ash, you're kind of dealing with the fact that like Soren didn't actually like put the stick away. Like the last thing that she was doing was hitting you with it, so it kind of went from whapping you across the head to around Daphne. So you're kind of just like, what the fuck, man? And Charlotte, you're walking kind of like a couple steps away from this crowd because like, you know, and you see this, and there's just a deep-seated just twinge of disgust and envy. Do you want to do anything about that, or do you just want to sit with it?
I'm not gonna take this lying down. I'm going to go to Ash and just be like, what a night. Can you believe
Yeah,
this
totally.
is how things are ending?
It's not over yet.
No. How long do you have bets going? How long do you think each of us are going to last?
This is like all those ghost stories and stuff like that. Like it's usually just a load of bull. So I mean, whatever. Be there till morning.
Really? But what if it's not bull?
I have confidence. Trips over a branch.
Do not help you out. Go be careful. Should watch where you're going. Yeah. Are you carrying the wine?
Yeah.
Yeah. I look at it, I'm like, can I see that?
Hand it over. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just kind of look at it and I go, did you know that there's actually not a difference between really high quality wine and cheap wine? There was a whole study behind it. Apparently, all wine tastes the same.
I believe it. It's just, alcohol. Ethanol? Whatever.
Alcohol. And I'm assuming it's a screw top cap.
Yes.
Gas station wine.
If it's $3 line,
100%.
it's a screw top cap.
Yeah.
I unscrew the top and go, can I just waterfall a bit into my mouth?
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you hold the bottle?
What'd you say?
Could you hold the bottle? Just pour a little into my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Take just kind of
Mhm.
nice little pour.
Yeah. Catch it. I'm like, I think this is actually really shitty wine. Maybe all wine is just shitty.
What I
Agreed.
would love for you to do right now, Ash, is roll to keep your cool.
Yeah.
Because you're
Uh,
pouring wine into a very pretty girl's mouth. And there's just a lot of
The moving parts.
moving parts here.
That is a spicy 5.
Oh my god, no!
Spicy.
He goes, yeah, sure. Um,
um,
yeah, sure. And just, he goes to like pour it, and you gotta be just like really pretty, you know? And be like, and wine just goes like almost directly up your nose and a little
I
down
do
your
that.
mouth.
I cough a little and I look at him and I go, "You know, if you're trying to kill me, take me out to dinner first. Christ."
didn't know that was a qualification. Uh, sorry,
Here,
my bad.
maybe I can show you how it can be done. Open up.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'7", I believe, 5'7" or 5'9".
Are you wearing
Okay.
heels?
5'9", and yes, I'm wearing the 1-inch Gucci pumps.
Solid.
um,
Yes, I'm 5'10"
yeah,
right now.
so we're roughly the same height, but
Mhm.
I just kind of like think about it a little logically, and I kneel on one knee in front of you and
Do I
open
need to
my
roll
mouth.
cool?
Yep, you gotta roll the same thing that he did. Roll to keep yo cool.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
It's also very hot.
I
You're like, yes, make the
rolled
patriarchy kneel to me.
exactly. That's the hottest thing. I rolled. Haha! I did even worse, and I got a 4.
Oh my god! The goddamn same thing happens! You're so confident about it! You're
I
like,
am.
here, give it to me, I'll show you how it's done, and then, like, it just full up the nose, but because he's kneeling and, like, tilting his head back, it's like, it goes kind of up his forehead a little bit, into
Oh
the
shit!
hair.
I did not mean to waterboard you. I'm so sorry.
I at that moment I think I think I'm gonna do something. I am going to
Do something.
like with the like the wine now just kind of like on me, like my
Mhm.
shirt's a little wet, my hair, and
Mhm.
more importantly, my beanie is wet. So I'm gonna take my beanie off and shake out my hair.
Mhm.
Uh and I actually want to roll turn someone on.
Do it.
Oh
Who are you
my
targeting? Are you
goodness.
targeting Charlotte?
I'm I'm targeting Charlotte.
Perfect. Do it.
I'm
I
turned
am
on even more.
I'm crying. I'm crying in my body right now.
Good thing
Um,
if it, I have plans if you roll very well.
I did.
What did you
Okay.
roll?
I got a 10
Oh my god,
with the
again.
-1. I got
You
11
Okay.
-1.
bitches. Woof. Okay. So, you gain a string on Charlotte. So make sure you mark that down. And Charlotte, please choose a reaction from the list.
Think about, because I do want to give you what you want, because I know if I do, I'm very curious to see how they will react. So, what do you want from me?
Um, honestly, hmm.
Honestly.
Like, I want to see, like, deep down who you truly are. I don't feel like the persona that you, like, exemplify is you. Like, coming from, like, a psychology major, you know? Like, I'm
Yeah.
always trying to look for the deeper self of someone.
Okay, that's good. That helps me out. I think kind of when that happens, I think that's very cute when that happens, just the way you shake it off. And so I'm trying to think what I would have on me. I know if I was like, I have a handkerchief. I know for a fact I don't have a handkerchief. But I take like the sleeve of my coat and I wipe away your face.
Beautiful. In the hand, like wiping down the like the side of your face just lingers just a little bit too long, holding up the jaw. Soren, you see shit. You see jack shit. But Daphne, you do see that Ed. You do have a little bit of a yearning towards Charlotte as well. So you're like, what did I just see?
In the back of Daphne's head is like, God, I wish that was me.
Which one? Both of them?
Maybe.
Both? Either? I don't know.
No.
Just in between it?
You suddenly realize, Ash, that it is very cold in the snow. And you are staring way, way too long into Charlotte's infinite gaze.
Yeah. Kind of wring out my beanie a little bit and stand up, brush myself off. We can practice. We got all night.
Sure.
I love it.
Start heading back towards the manor.
Yep. And without...
I linger.
You linger? Ooh, are you lingering?
I linger then follow, yeah.
Yeah, love it. Oh my god. You have one of those moments where he, like, awkwardly kind of gets up and, like, shakes out his beanie and he's like, yeah, we could practice. And you just watch him as he's walking off a little bit. Like, I really could, man. I could do it. I could fix him. I could fix him. He could be perfect. Just a little nudge in the right direction. And the house, before too long, lingers in your vision. Kind of... It's interesting how the trees stop, but also don't stop, because it's overgrown. You can very clearly see, like, where there was once a wall that kind of kept the trees at bay, where it was once very put together and manicured, and it's not anymore. But as you walk through, the house is just, it's so big in your vision in front of you. And as soon as you step over that property line, there's like a chill that goes up your spine. And you just feel inside of your bones that this is a place that is not good. Like, you feel uncomfortable here. But also, you can tell where somebody's jimmied their way into the house before. Like, they very clearly keep trying to lock it up. There's like 3 different padlocks that have all been busted and broken. Who is walking in first?
That would be me.
Alright. So Ash walks up the stairs. They are very creaky. and there's definitely a moment where you feel like you're about to fall through the porch because of dry rot and ice. Did you make it up there? Grab for the handle, and it is locked. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you all for hanging out. This is going to be very, very, very interesting, y'all. Stick around for part 2, which will air next week, and you will get to see kind of where this very interesting group of human beings and demons land with each other, I guess. Yes, that is a good point. By the way, Ruben, in your message that you guys all should mark XP, and because we are doing a one-shot, mark 3 XP for every
failure.
for every failure.
Oh,
I have,
great.
So I have 3. So that's 3 times 3. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you have gained a new ability probably.
Yes.
And are most of the way
Yeah.
into another one, or you have another one.
Okay. So, oh yeah, so 3 is instead of 5, it's 3 now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ooh.
Yeah. I get a +1 because I fell
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, +1 to a stat.
There you
But
go.
what if I want to take another move?
Oh, you could do that too. Hey,
Yeah.
it's spicy. We'll figure that out here in just a minute. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us, and we will see you again next week. Do 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 do
See ya.
do.